Hi guys! Hello, Merry Meet everybody. It's MicheleMarieDalene, and we have a lot to cover this morning. First of all, I want to thank Keffels for kind of originally doing part of this campaign, although I would say I also have a part in it as well, although my part is very small. As some of you will know, Kiwi Farms is no more. At least not publicly accessible. I just tried to get to it today and see if we could still get in, and I can't. So the good news is, I'm going to talk about this, because Kiwi Farms also made a bad mistake, and they went after large retailer Green. Now, we all know that merged retailer Green is kind of a firebrand of the Republican Party, but they actually went after her, and upon doing so, kind of hastened their demise. As before, they were just kind of an undercurrent of the internet, and no one really talked much about them. They were known, but they weren't talked much about it. Kind of like the Westboro Baptist Church, which is interesting, because Kiwi Farms hates the Westboro Baptist Church. Yet they're both hate groups, so I wonder how that works out. So to make a long story short, is Kiwi Farms is gone, and I'm sure it's just going to go into the dark web more than ever, because I have a hunch that's exactly what's going to go on next. Is that they're going to go on the dark web and become just as much of a pain in the ass as they already are. I don't think most people realize how much damage the Kiwi Farms had done to individuals, many of which had never done anything wrong to Kiwi Farms, and yet were targeted and attacked, and just kind of a strange situation. Since Josh Moon, or Josh, what's his name, middle name there? Connor Moon. By the way, speaking of Connor made some pretty lousy hard drives. It's an interesting name for a middle name, Connor, considering that Connor is also the name of a hard drive manufacturer back in the 90s. Their IDE hard drives were known as some of the less successful drives, and were known to be failure prone. How you doing, Krista? So, the good news is that Kiwi Farms is kaput, dead, buried, or like a zombie. I'm sure it will try to rise in the grave. I'm sure they'll try. But the mistake that they made, as I said, was going after a major public figure like Marjorie Taylor Greene. Marjorie Taylor Greene is very actively been a very loud voice in the Republican Party, and is a hardcore conservative. So by going after her and doing a swatting attack on her, Kiwi Farms basically exposed themselves to a new source of people who did not really give them much heed. So I wonder, are they still going to come out of the woodwork like cockroaches and termites? Or have we successfully dealt with the issue and making their lives extremely unpleasant. Now there's a couple of sequence of events here that I'm going to explain in short. Number one, Cloudflare on Saturday canceled their DDoS protection. In addition, Cloudflare was their internet registrar of their hosting. Okay, kiwifarms.net. And so they basically told Josh Moon that he will have to find another registrar for his domain service to keep his domain name active in the DNS. Okay, which he says he doesn't feel like he can trust any companies because of what happened. Another thing that came to an end for them was their CAPTCHA protection was provided by a company called H CAPTCHA. H as in hell, CAPTCHA. Which unfortunately used to use something from Alex Jones. I actually tried going on the Kiwi Farms. I was on there for a very short time. And to check it out. And I have to tell you that trying to go through that Alex Jones CAPTCHA was a nightmare. How you doing, Tiger Kitty? So H CAPTCHA had said, sorry, don't want to deal with you. Alright, our working relationship is over. So then he goes on to DDoS block. I think that's what it's called, DDoS block. In Russia. And DDoS block said the same thing. No, we're not going to provide you services anymore. Sorry, you're on your own, kid. Now, for a company that, like, a group that likes to do DDoS attacks and like to do spamming and harassment, they sure put a lot of friggin' security in, don't they? Because they don't eat their own dog food. Because they realize that, number one, we should remember that DDoSing is a felony. A felony. And then the United States is punishable by jail time. Okay? So that's something to keep in mind. So, but, yet, Kiwi Farms instead invests all this money. It's just like politicians. They invest all this money in walls, but they won't let you have walls. For example, take a look at Nancy Pelosi's house. She's got this high wall. She's got security guards. She has attack dogs. Okay, but you're not allowed to have high walls, security dogs, and security guards or attack dogs. She probably has armed guards. You can't have armed guards. Okay, so here is Kiwi Farms doing, okay, I'm going to have all this security, but I'm going to go ahead and attack your security. That doesn't make any sense, but that's dumb for you. Just strange. Oh, I'm not saying it's totally stopped. Far from it, Hubel. But here's the thing. If anything, it's going to go underground. It's going to probably go into the dark web. Somebody is going to, continuing on there in the dark web. You can count on that. Okay? But they're also their hosting site that runs the computer software, Fairhost, has also basically told them to get ready to pack up their shit and get out. Alright, so they are trying to tunnel in to Fairhost to get all that old information, all that old content, all those old addresses and phone numbers, so that they can go ahead and put it in some underground site, maybe through in the dark web. I think it's kind of frustrating to think about, but that's exactly what they're doing. The Pirate Bay still exists, so I don't mind the Pirate Bay too much. I do use them once in a while for some software that's long out of print. But they're not called the piratebay.com or the piratebay.org anymore. And they're certainly not called the Pirate Bay SE anymore. But then while we're at it, why does the Westboro Baptist Church still exist? Yes, folks, the Westboro Baptist Church still exists. Another hate group. Wow. Well, you know what? Kiwi Farms hates the Westboro Baptist Church. You would think the two would basically kind of go sit in pews together, break bread, and pray the praises to their god of Satan, considering the fact is that the two seem to have a lot in common. No, it doesn't. Heaven's Gate Com still exists. Okay. How you doing, Gianni? Well, I don't know much about Heaven's Gate, but does the Branch Davidians go anywhere? I mean, seriously. I mean, David Koresh and the Branch Davidians in the Waco, Texas. I wonder if that still links to something. Yes, I know. But since so did the Branch Davidians under David Koresh. Or what about Jonestown, where millions of people drink cyanide-laced Kool-Aid and... Oh, you get the point. I don't remember Heaven's Gate that well, but I certainly remember Jonestown. Thank you very much. With David, or with, what's his first name? Not David Jones, because every time I think of David Jones, I keep thinking David Jones and the Monkees. And this certainly is not in the same league. The CIA was mixed up in Jonestown. Okay. Well, that might be true. Does the CIA have any involvement with Kiwi Farms? There's a lot of information that's presented on Kiwi Farms. You can still access some of the content on the Wayback Machine. The Internet Wayback Machine. I just checked it. Some of the content is still on the Internet Wayback Machine. How you doing, Gianni? So, the questions this morning is Kefos is very happy. She does not have a YouTube presence, unfortunately. But she is... Oh, I know. Well, that's good for me, too, because sometimes I don't feel like a geek. Sometimes I do. Geeks got nuts. Mountains don't. Yeah, but you know, the thing is like I said, the reality is a lot of these organizations that cause harm But you see, I think with Kiwi Farms, I think the mistake was going after Marjorie Taylor Greene. I think that's what one of the things that brought them up out of the cellar into the homes of the internet. Like, even the New York Times covered it. The Washington Post covered it. That they are no longer the underground organization that they were, because everybody now knows of them thanks to the pieces by these newspapers. So that's something to keep in mind. People now know of Kiwi Farms because of what they've been exposed by the mainstream media. Now, I'll be honest, the mainstream media is not always your friend. Right. It's not just YouTube, but it's, that should tell you something. I mean, I think that, I gotta get my toothbrush out here and clean out this trackball. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, they went after the YouTubers, but they also used to go after a lot of other marginalized groups. It's like Westboro does. That's why I mentioned it too. I was going to bring some together. Is how much is in common with between the Westboro Baptist Church and Kiwi Farms. Well, first question I have is, they brought some viewers also gave me PTSD, very bad anxiety issues, very bad anxiety issues. Oh, you know what I gotta do? Let me go grab my toothbrush over here I used to clean the equipment here. Let's clean out the old mouse. Alright, I got this guy that wants to come on. Let's get him on here. Okay, give me a second here, Crane. Hello, how you doing?
Hello.
So, you were saying how they gave us viewers, but also, do you think in some ways maybe they got way too far and in the way that they handled things?
No, not really. I think it was a big honeypot to begin with. I didn't like the site because you had to give them your information to join it, and I thought them having my IP address was too much information to begin with. So I just didn't really want to give them more information. And I thought whoever did want to give them information deserved whatever bullshit that would come from it. That being said, Michelle, I think that they did give you a lot of viewers. And honestly, the one or few times that I looked at their site, it didn't look that bad. Like, it wasn't like the worst content right at the front that you had to find, easily obtained. They didn't highlight certain incidents of people. It was just whatever the most current topic was. So unless you were really familiar with the locale, you don't really have much of a basis. I didn't really, like I said, that wasn't my thing. I didn't hear of Kiwi Farms until much later after knowing you. I came with Critical Unity, And like most of the people that that give you stress all came because of me. So I don't know about uh, the swatting and that kind of shit. I feel like that kind of came more recent. Maybe that was from your Kiwi Farms people, but reality, I don't know if Noodles was part of Kiwi Farms. I never really looked at the
I can tell
site.
you Noodles may not have been part as a member of
He
Kiwi
he,
Farms, but he
he should
certainly
have
was
been.
lampooned on Kiwi Farms.
He should have been part of Kiwi Farms just for his public nature of how he talks and how he interacts and who he interacts with, because he's got a lot of the lolcows that they were talking about. But
Yeah.
I don't like the idea of sites being kicked offline. I know you're gung ho because your information was on there. I get it, but I also know that like once it's on the internet, it never really disappears. Especially the harder you try to get it to disappear, usually like the worse it gets for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, let
So,
me ask you a question now. Speaking of financing, how did Josh Connor Moon get the funds to run Kiwi Farms? I
well,
thought,
how do you think? I mean, you get donors because people like your content. He got donors because people liked his site.
yeah,
It was like a business operation at that point. Michelle, people were trying to ensure that the business runs, especially when you're like doing shit like this. He's going to get even more donations. They're of course they're going to go after his credit cards and all that kind of shit if they can. But I'm sure he's getting tons of money right now that his site is being attacked.
well, he said prior to the Cloudflare pulling the plug on him, he said that we was having some kind of a family emergency. Um, and then, of course, Cloudflare pulled the plug on him, and of course, he addressed in the post I've seen that says, I don't have time to deal with this matter right now because I have a personal family issue I don't want to discuss here. So I'm wondering if there's something going undercurrent in his own family that doesn't like what he's trying to do.
Maybe, but isn't that funny how like he's got details of his life that he doesn't want shared?
Right.
Right. Well, I think the biggest difference, though, Michelle, between you and him is he's not a public profile. He doesn't get online and start streaming every day. This isn't his business. His business is covering historical events that happen with people like you, but his business is not going online and hosting a show and being that public face
But yet
every day.
his organization is well known for what they have done. He was originally an active member of 8chan when they existed. Um, and unlike 8chan, which was kind of more autonomous, people posted, people read it, he is said to be directly involved in a lot of the planning and orchestration of attacks.
Right. Again, that site required you to put in all of your credentials, which was stupid. You know,
Right. And also, like I said before in
8chan,
my show,
4chan, it's all
there's a
anonymous.
4chan, there's an 8chan. How about a 2chan or a 16 or 32chan? I mean, I
Michelle, no. No, 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 no. We don't need multiple versions of the same site.
no, actually, in a way though, that's probably how he could have protected himself if he had his site mirrored on multiple platforms.
I mean, it
Um,
didn't really work. He had 4chan, that was the bigger one of the two chans. I don't know how many chans there were, but then you had 8chan.
no,
Still,
how about if
regardless,
someone
Michelle,
created a
long
website
story.
called 16chan that has nothing to do with what 4-8chan does, but rather something completely different.
Well,
Maybe,
long story short, those sites are great. I love 4chan and 8chan. Great site.
yeah. What about
You ever go on
2chan?
4chan? You ever go on 4chan, Michelle? You ever check it out?
I have looked at it vaguely,
Did you
but
figure
I
it
never
out?
seen 2chan. I don't think there's a 2chan. Unless Michelle starts 2chan, or 16chan, or 32chan, or 64chan, or 128chan.
All right, Michelle, you're freaking out over saying the word chan.
Yeah. So, but the point I'm
Yeah.
trying to say is that Keffels, like Butter said, no one cares about Keffels. Um, I
Well,
don't.
that's not true. A lot of people do.
I
I
noticed
don't
that she
personally.
has a lot of. I'm on her. I follow her on Twitter as well. So now I do. After I found out about her, I said, "Well, sounds like we can be kind of allies. There's no reason why not to be."
Did
Um,
you ever ask Botter why Minnie Manson was terminated?
uh, no, I don't know. I was
You
um
never asked?
okay. Well, why was Minnie Manson terminated?
I don't know. I thought you were going to ask the record manager.
I
You
know it's
said
Butter.
Botter.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, ask Botter. Ask Botter what happened. I'd like to know.
I love when the computer calls him Butter.
What did you think of Minnie Manson, Michelle?
I thought the individual was pretty nice. I didn't think the person was too extreme. Um,
Right. Comparably to Cyrax and Tommy Tudor,
and of
uh,
course zombies. This is also kind of unusual.
I guess Zombies does a lot of sex for money work.
Again, zombies does a lot of sex for money work. It does a lot of
Yeah.
it does a lot of shucking content on his channel too. For some
He like
reason.
pays people pay him, and then they like make like OnlyFans sites, and he just does a lot of sex work for money, Michelle.
Yeah. So he's a prostitute or a
He's a
sex worker.
prostitute. He's a John and a prostitute. I think he's both.
Yeah.
Wow, Minnie's
Everything in
Discord's
Mini
gone
Manson's
too.
gone.
That's fucked up. I
Oh
thought
wait,
the
he
guy
got
was
porn
pretty
bombed.
chill.
So that's what happened.
I don't know if I would hang out with him in person, but
Oh,
I
zombies?
thought that. Yeah, no, not zombies. Minnie Manson.
Well, I don't know. I'd be willing to
The,
talk to him in person if he ever came by.
the, the only thing that kind of creeped me out was his overt homosexuality. You know, it was just a little bit too much homosexuality.
Mm, well, maybe.
I mean, I bet people could probably say the same about my, like what I say and how I joke around. But, he did a lot of like melting candles and pouring it on himself. That was a little bit much.
Yeah, it would be a little bit extreme. But then again, I've seen a lot of content on the internet that's way worse than that.
Shit, Krista said she would never pay for sex with zombies, even if she was desperate and even if she wasn't married. What if he paid you, Krista? What if he paid you like, I don't know, $400?
Well, that would be interesting because
Yeah,
usually you pay the
you
worker,
do
not
it.
the worker paying you.
Krista would do it for $400, she said.
I don't know about that. But anyway, so Minnie Manson basically, I'll go back to Minnie Manson for a second here. Um, was using a software that is now porn bomb protected. And
Yeah. What
in,
would happen, Michelle, is he would host a show, and then if he didn't recognize the name, he would ask his manager, Botter, if that person should be on there. So it was basically up to Botter or whoever came up on the show.
right.
That's what I saw.
So you think that Butter deliberately planted a porn material on Minnie's channel?
I think he either did or knew the person that, would do it.
Okay.
Right? Because we know that, like, somebody, well, apparently we know, I haven't seen it, but apparently somebody likes to post child porn. That was going around for a while.
Right.
So somebody within that community that Botter knows
It's
looks at
into
child
that kind
porn
of
or has a
despicable
collection of
material.
child porn. Right, has a collection of the material. And I don't know if it's the same image over and over, but you could assume that it's probably the same person, right? I don't
Right.
think there's a lot of, we'll just assume low number, hopefully. So somebody related to Botter likes to do that. Likes to do that.
Well, the last time I saw porn try to sneak in on my Google Meets, it looked like it was a doll. I don't think it was a real child.
Well, the big thing is that you're part blind, so you could use that in a court of law and be like, it didn't look like a child. It was a doll.
But the fact is, it was exposed genitalia does still matter. Because I could recognize that.
We don't need to talk about whatever happened. I wasn't there, so I don't know, and I don't want to know. It's pretty gross.
Yeah. So let's get back to, well, now we have some new names to cover. So let's talk about Minnie Manson and zombies, because zombies is still around, and noodles.
Are they?
Discussed yesterday about noodles.
When do you think they're going to come back? Like during Christmas?
I don't know about that, but first of all, we know that Noodles is losing his mind, as we were talking about yesterday.
That's good.
Zombies actually drank his own pee.
What?
Fresh and hot from the source.
Michelle, I'm going to have to clip you saying that. You understand that, right?
Yeah.
There. Just wanted to make sure.
Well, let's be honest. That's what happened. That's what I was told. And
But I'm gonna make it sound like you said it.
Like why would you do that?
Because it'll be funnier, Michelle. I mean, if Zombie does it, it's not that funny. But you've got like this history of not drinking pee, but everyone, says
Like,
that.
I don't really drink pee though. He did drink his pee.
Right, but I'm gonna clip it so it sounds like you said you did drink it. You see what I'm saying? Like a play on words.
Oh boy. Well,
you said fresh and hot, right? Fresh and hot.
Fresh and hot right out of his pee-pee.
Right out of the pee-pee.
Yeah.
Gross. Did he do it into a jar? Or
and
just, like,
from what I understood, he did it straight on YouTube too. He did it on
Michelle,
YouTube. I heard he didn't even get. He didn't even get terminated.
Did he do it in a jar or did he do it straight up into the air?
Straight up in the air, I was told.
Oh my God, like a fountain.
Exactly.
Oh. He was licking it like a fountain, Michelle.
Who is this Vera Thompson person?
I don't know what they say.
The same old stuff they always say.
Hello, my love. Well, it didn't seem that bad.
It doesn't
Lives in a
seem
high
that
tower.
bad, but when Google Moderator starts slipping around, I wonder, because Google Moderator isn't even a moderator on my channel, and she seems to trigger them. So now I'm I'm just hiding her because if Google Moderator's sniffing around, I wonder why. But then somebody keeps on blocking her all the time.
Doesn't Zombies have a girlfriend?
I don't know. Does he? Does anybody know if Zombies has a girlfriend? I'm sure. I'm sure it probably does. Just like a person that has a dog that's not housebroken.
What?
Or maybe he did it outside. See, I didn't see the actual act. I was told about it. That's all I'll say. So I got it secondhand. I didn't see it in person. That would have
Michelle,
been.
I know you're interested in those scat videos, or at least I know you've seen them. I would figure that you would have taken the time to see zombies pee in a fountain.
Um, no, I wouldn't want to see that. And I don't watch scat porn. Sorry.
But you did watch it.
I watched it once to see what the hell was so big a deal about it, which really didn't seem that exciting.
Did Ed tell you about it, or how did you hear about it?
How did I hear about zombies?
No, the scat porn.
I don't know. I just started searching on Pornhub. That's all.
Oh shit!
You
Gotta be
know,
careful. Gotta be careful on Pornhub. I didn't
it's
know.
very popular in Eastern Europe, more popular than in Western Europe.
Do you think they really use scat, or is it like fudge
Good
chocolate?
question. I don't know. It's made for it's I don't think I've ever seen like one woman like supposedly had been constipated for a week and supposedly laid out this big pile. Which wait a minute, sorry, but typical Lord's intestine can't hold that much. So what is it really? Cake frosting? That's what it looked like.
I would hope so.
No, she didn't eat it or anything. It was just she just made a pile
Ugh,
in a bowl. That's all she did. I was like,
really?
yeah.
Uh, yeah, well, that's pretty crazy.
That was pretty lame. I mean, that wasn't too big of a deal. I mean, I've seen worse on X Hamster and a few other sites, but I was like, yuck. That's not really my interest.
I
But
didn't even know those were legal. I thought that was against the law.
I don't think so. It's a biological function. You gotta eat, you gotta excrete, right? So how can they make taking a good poop illegal?
Leave it up to the Democrats, Michelle.
Yeah. Or like we were talking about the Patriot Act yesterday. Um, some Republicans would probably be the next ones to basically make it illegal.
Can't do shit because of the Patriot Act.
Right. In fact, you can't even take a shit. Is that supposed to monitor even your choices of borrowing books in the local library? What? That's why I stopped going. That's not the only reason I stopped going to the public library, but that certainly would be a deterrent for some people.
You sleep good last night, Michelle? You sound wide awake this morning.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Shall I do my complimentary yawn for you?
Not get you started on that.
Anyway, the point is that I was really excited to see that now Kiwi Farms is now on the run. But my one question is why do what Kiwi Farms is doing? Why are they doing it? What's the point?
They make money off of it.
They make money off of it, huh?
Yeah, I mean, look at Cyrex. I mean, Music Biz Marty makes more money than Cyrex. The actual,
All right.
you know, the locale themselves, because all the content that surrounds them.
What about Anderson Henderson? What do you think about Anderson Henderson?
I don't know. He's got a silly name.
I mean, is Anderson Henderson a low cal in some ways, or is he high calorie?
No clue. I've never seen his content, to be honest. I would assume he's not a locale if I've not seen him.
Yeah. Because he's on the show. I know, supposedly you got arrested someone. Somehow. I don't know how the story with the arrest went, where that came from. But it seems to me, a lot of what, like I said before, there's a lot of concern because the model that Kiwi Farms is doing, they're afraid it could be used as against political opponents. That somebody might actually take the same idea of doxing, swatting, and everything else to use against their political enemies.
I mean, isn't that already done, like, through Telegram?
Yeah, I think so. I never really looked at the Telegram app or site.
I think we've had like more assassinations in the past year and a half than we've ever had like in political history. Like, hasn't there been like 4 or 5 people assassinated?
Yeah.
So I
But
mean,
we've
they're not
had a
using
lot more
Kiwi
violence
farms.
in the last few years, especially in areas where they defunded the police anyway. So that's is going to mess up the numbers a bit to determine which ones were political and which ones were not.
Well, the assassinations I'm talking about
Like
the
former prime minister of Japan, who was gunned down during a speech. Did Telegram or Kiwi Farms orchestrate that?
Do you honestly believe that they would?
Yeah. So yeah, it's an opinion in this case.
I don't think Kiwi Farms orchestrates murder.
But sometimes I wonder if some of their members might actually do it anyway. That's the question. How much control did Josh Connor Moon really have over his, for lack of a better term, supporters? How much control did he really have? Paul wants to come on. Hi, Paul. How you doing?
Boarded.
Hi.
Boarded.
How's it going?
Hi.
Today, as you can hear, we're talking about Kiwi Farms, the Westboro Baptist Church, and we're bringing them all, both of them up at the same time because it seems to me that both organizations are trying to think of the same idea, but it's just different tactics.
Yeah, they're clever ones, aren't they?
Hi, Mr. Happy. How you doing?
Michelle, if they get rid of 4chan, I'm going to be really pissed.
Well, I'm not sure if they're going to get rid of 4chan but you know, you never know. That's why I was thinking about maybe making a channel called 8 or 16 Chan to do quite the opposite of what those were doing. Instead of, you know, trying to destroy people's lives, but rather trying to rebuild people's lives.
4chan doesn't try to destroy people's lives. There's just fucked up people out in the world.
Yeah, there are that.
You got to understand that these sites aren't full of just,
I don't
you know,
see
terrible
Scottish
people.
Dave here, but
There's terrible people on regular sites too. You know, they're on Facebook. They're on
so is
YouTube.
Mr. Happy Scottish Dave Tiger Kitty?
Yeah, more than likely, Michelle.
I don't know. I'm not gonna mind
Mr.
anyway.
Happy got his butthole played with, and he's happy now.
Ooh.
He said he got a new brush.
Ooh.
I'll see if
butt
Mr.
brush?
Happy wants to join us.
He's got a butt brush.
You got a butt brush? So it's not curly, they're straight now.
Mm.
Michelle, do you ever brush your bum?
What's that? No,
You ever
no,
brush
no,
your
no,
bum?
no.
Well, you just leave it all messy.
No, I don't have any hair down there, so what's the brush?
Oh.
Oh shit!
I mean,
tell you
I
that?
also don't have any hair on my pubes either because I keep my pubes clean shaven.
Shit.
I bet when you let them grow, they grow really long and really fast from shaving them all those years, huh?
Well, you know, the funny thing about there's at least three types of human hair. At least two of them I know by heart. One's called vellus hair, which is the soft, downy stuff, and then there's also the terminal hairs, which are the thicker ones. Pubic hairs have what they call terminal hair.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
anyway,
here.
the point is with the case of the Westboro Baptist Church, were there members of the Westboro Baptist Church on Kiwi Farms?
Oh my God, Michelle, what is it?
Why are you so obsessed with Kiwi Farms, Michelle? Like, who cares? Who honestly cares? They did a little article on you. You're not the only person. Like, you gotta let it go, Michelle. You gotta let it go.
Oh, I know. I'm not the only one covering Kiwi Farms. There's been a lot of people covering that.
I mean, but you've been obsessed with them for years, though. Ever since you found that article was out about you.
Oh, right? And if anything, I think it really helped you get more viewers, Michelle.
Yeah, you should be thanking Kiwi Farms, not discrediting them.
I mean, Jennifer J made it work for her. She had like this whole period where artists were copying her art and then just drawing like other versions of her art.
Right.
They were collabing.
But on the other hand, we also got something going on today, which is something that Connecticut has needed for a while. As much as the East Coast, it's called rain, which is something that we're getting here today.
Legal marijuana smoke.
The poor people in Georgia are just getting flooded.
Poor people in Pakistan are getting flooded.
Yeah.
So why don't we start selling tanker loads of water over there to California from just hook up a big sump pump, suck it all up, put it in the truck, and then just drive it over to California. Here, here's some water for your rivers. Sploosh.
You're the snow queen, Michelle. During winter, it's up to you to fix all the problems, okay? You've taken like 3 years off as far as I'm concerned. I'm really expecting some weather from you, okay?
Yeah.
I don't want any snow over here. So you keep that fucking snow up at your house, all right? Don't be putting that shit down around you. Keep that at your house.
Oh, if I want the United States blanketed in snow, it's going to be blanketed in snow.
Listen here, all right? If you fucking blanket it and you start killing people,
unfortunately, it happens every year.
I'm gonna make sure that on Facebook and MSN and CNN and Fox News, they're all gonna know that it's because of you. They're gonna come for you.
Gothic said he's not having a good day. Why? What's wrong, Gothic? What's going on?
They will come for you, Michelle.
What's that? Oh, maybe. But then again, maybe not. I'm sure the National Weather Channel would love to have me on there. The Weather Channel would love to have me as one of the people in meteorology.
Yeah, they'd be like, we just had a 24-car pileup in Texas. This is all because of you, Michelle. Why did you do it?
We needed snow, and actually in Texas, I wasn't actually on the job at that time. You're talking about the deep freeze. You're talking about the deep freeze from 2 years ago.
I'm talking about hypothetically. Yes, I remember the deep freeze from 2 years ago, but I'm also talking into the future when it happens again because of your lack for human life.
Well,
I think Michelle's a weather person that would be great.
Fighting with loved ones. Okay.
Like she'd be on the news, like, let's see what our weather's gonna be like, and then she just asks Siri and then reads it off for the next 10 days.
Thank you. And then, of course, like I said, we were talking about yesterday with Brian Kay, said that he feels that Noodles lost it.
As far as what? Mentally?
The question is why does Noodles do the kind of content he does? It doesn't seem like it should be that big of a popularity trend.
A lot of people are bored. I don't know, Michelle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, let's take a look at the news and see what the newest news is. Let's see. Get 5 messages.
Let's read some headlines.
Let's see. Nothing really new.
Alright,
let's go through this real quick here. Dress bone. Yes, I know I'm live. Duh. Alright, so according to the news, live update: missing heiress Eliza Fletcher's body found. Suspect charged with murder. Nancy Pelosi to reportedly seek ambassadorship if Dems lose the House. Passing the buck, Randy Weingarten tears into critics who blame her for COVID school closures. Full of faith, NCIS star opens up about overcoming massive health issue. Young Guns 2 pitchers make history in impressive Major League Baseball debut. Trump political clout online again in GOP gubernatorial showdown. Police in Canada say, mass stabbing and suspect is still at large, considered armed and dangerous.
Watch out, Michelle. He's right behind you.
Sham investigation: Dems plan to restart big oil hearings as gas prices cool. As Serena Williams retires, incredible excitement surrounds new faces of tennis. USTA CEO. Senate Democrats may include gay marriage legislation in government funding package. Gay marriage? I thought that they already legalized gay marriage. Leo Terrell sounds off on sad request by California School District for families to rent rooms to teachers. Really? Rent rooms to teachers? Sounds to me like you're saying is that you can't even pay your teachers enough that they can rent their own apartments. Lame.
Dude, no one gets paid enough. teachers, me, you, Paul. None of us get paid enough,
Let's
Michelle.
see.
We all need
Andrew,
money.
let's get Andrew on.
Look, Bonner's here, Michelle. You can ask Bonner what happened.
I know, I see that.
Why don't you go ahead and ask Bonner real quick?
So, all right, Bonner, I got a couple questions to you. Very quick ones. How do you think Kiwi Farms compares to the Westboro Baptist Church?
That's what you wanted to ask, Michelle?
Because it seems like both organizations have more in common than different.
What about Minnie Manson, Michelle?
About Minnie Manson, well, I still don't even have proof of if that was. I think the problem though was the Minnie Manson software selection.
You don't have a
basically is part of
question
the
though.
problem.
You don't have a question regarding Minnie Manson.
No, I don't really have any questions about Minnie Manson except as if he was using that.
Okay.
If he's using that stupid StreamYards, which is the reason I won't use StreamYards. Besides the fact it doesn't have closed captions.
Why not? Why not ask Bonner what happened to Minnie Manson? Don't you want to know what happened to Minnie Manson?
I'm getting a new front door, and I will not be able to come on this second week is a week of sorting a new door. Why do you need a new door? I mean, we know what a landlord put a new door in next door, but I don't think you kicked your door in yet, or ripped your door jamb apart, or all that stuff. Okay.
I don't give a fuck about anything.
I do care. So
I care.
mean, I'm just trying to keep this thing from getting too crazy. My friend Trailer Pack Carl offered to shoot Noodles in the legs. Of the 2 shots, he was $200 per shot. No. Because I think Noodles himself basically has kind of shot himself in the foot already. Metaphorically speaking. And maybe figuratively too, since he does have guns. So. And Noodles is his own worst enemy. Alright, I've got John Heyman wants to come on now. Hello, how you doing?
Hello, this is Andrew. How are you?
It's not Andrew, it's John Heyman. I know it's you. Your voice is different.
Andrew, we love you. Get up here.
He can't. He said he's got some things going on in his life right now. He can't do it right now.
Yeah, John.
Oh, sorry, Andrew.
Hello, Upside. How you doing?
Michelle, do you like sweet tea?
I don't think I've had it.
Means you have bad diabetes, John. It's supposed to
I
be.
like plain tea.
Plain tea's pretty good.
I like sunbrewed.
I just drink regular.
How
hot
dare
tea.
you rely on the sun,
Yeah.
heathen, sun worshiper?
We were gonna melt the snow, me and the sun god, and make it warm and cheap living for everybody this winter.
Okay. So Los Angeles says he's getting a new door installed. So what's the story with the door?
He's probably getting a new door, Michelle. They wear out throughout time. Sometimes you just gotta get a new door.
Is this going to be? Is this door going to help lower your heating bills? Or is this? I mean, you also installing replacement windows too?
Probably not, Michelle. It's a bit expensive.
Do you need us to come over there and supervise for you, Andrew?
Yeah. Well, either way, it will still be interesting to see what happens. Sal Butter, I do see him in here. At least I thought I saw Butter in here.
Why doesn't Botter ever get up here and talk?
It's just the robot voice
It's
anyway.
just the way Butter does it. He doesn't talk.
Mhm.
At least not with his natural voice, anyway. Tiger Kitty said, Andrew, I'm not sure she'll be fine. She's so young. I'm sure she will be fine as she's so young. Broken handle and just in one window and no break-in. Did you accidentally damage the door, Andrew? Because you lost your house keys? Yeah.
He's probably got too many women beating the windows and the doors, though.
No, he just probably lost his house keys and just tried to break into his own house. I've seen people do that.
All right, let's see if this worked.
Have you had your coffee yet, Michelle?
Yeah, I'm drinking my coffee now.
Cool.
Exactly. So that's exactly what your cat's
What the
doing.
fuck?
Exactly what I thought she would do. That's the best way to get her to used to it. Make it a play. Make it a fun thing, and she'll do it. You know, because they like boxes anyway. Put a cat dish and water dish in there, and she will actually probably stay in there more often than not. All right. How you doing, Ray?
Oh, why does this keep failing? New version sucks.
Okay. Yeah, so anyway, situation, what's going on right now in the world, situation is getting pretty bad out there. Now they're saying we're going to have a shortage of tomatoes, grains, and like the word tomatoes things, like tomatoes. Why don't we never had so many tomatoes? Because everybody puts down tomato plants every garden. Like, you're saying there's going to be a shortage of corn, wheat, and tomatoes? Really? Commercially?
No ketchup.
Less ketchup. Less spaghetti sauce.
Less pizza.
Oh, no, I can still make a white pizza.
You need tomatoes to make tomato sauce for the pizza.
Traditional, anyways.
White pizza doesn't have, sorry.
There we go.
White pizza doesn't
Good
have
one.
tomato sauce, or it has very little of it. I'm sure, as you know, that there is other ways of making. They make what they call white pizza, which uses a white sauce instead of a red sauce. How red? What is white pizza sauce? I don't really know.
Semen.
A ranch.
A ranch with semen.
Yeah.
Good luck getting a Bloody Mary. Am I right? Yeah. You would be right. Because I don't know why. After all, everybody I always know that had a garden is like this thing. Oh, I'm gonna make sure to plant some tomatoes. Really? Plant some tomatoes? Every garden I ever see, someone's got a tomato vine. At least 2 or 3 of them going. And then the next thing they're like, free tomatoes! And I'm like, ew, I hate tomatoes. I'm not taking those. No, but seriously. My mom and dad had a community garden plot. That's all they got was tomatoes. I was like, tomatoes out of our nose. Yeah.
You like cabbage?
I don't like cabbage. Cabbage is fine. Broccoli is fine. Cauliflower is fine. I like both the red and the green cabbage.
You like collard greens?
I don't think I've had too many collard greens. I never tried okra either, so the media just over exaggerate us. I don't think it's necessarily the mainstream media that's even talking about this, really, Andrew. The information I'm getting is from other sources that sometimes do kind of sound the alarm, sometimes a little bit heavily, like the Canadian prepper, Alaskan prepper, Prepper Princess. There's another one there. I forget what his name was, but there is something going on with what's going on in the economy in the world right now. So who's to say that they're wrong?
There's 2 yawns.
I'm sorry. They may not be wrong. I know. I'm tired because I get.
Are you boring yourself, Michelle? You
stuff
seemed
is
really wide awake. Like 5 minutes.
In one sense, I'm tired because it's like I cover this stuff every day. And
yeah, you want to. Well, that's why we encourage you for new content, but you never want to do anything new. That's kind of the point. These retards keep donating to you for no reason, and you don't want to do any new content. Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as the
I haven't
retards
done
keep
any
donating,
tarot card
right,
readings
Michelle?
lately
That's all I
either.
gotta say. As long as the tards keep donating, this
Brussels
is what we're gonna
sprouts.
get. Thanks, guys.
I don't really know. Actually, I haven't had Brussels sprouts.
There's 3 yawns. Maybe someone should Michelle give $5 now. She yawned 3 times within like 4 minutes, guys. Come on, give Michelle some money. Come on, guys.
Actually, let me just pull 2 cards in the new Oracle decks because let's just pull the Fairy Folk Tarot in the other one just to see what what today's energy is gonna be. So, okay.
Here's a reward for having a bowing tree. Okay, beautiful.
Day after Liberty.
All the kiddies are back at school.
Okay, what is today's general energies?
All right.
Let's see. Uniqueness. Unique, perfect, self, honor. Uniqueness. Uniqueness. And the other tarot oracle card for today. You ever sometimes feel like your day is gonna shoot out? It's because it's raining today. Oh, we need the rain anyway. And the second card today is Roots. Respect survival, liberation, and freedom. So uniqueness and liberation and freedom. Sounds like 2 things for today's energies. Be unique and enjoy your freedom. Yeah. I will do some tarot cards in today. Right now, I didn't do a tweet. Besides the links for the shows, not really. I don't run Magic the Gathering. More like Tarot the Gathering.
Jesus. So fucking dumb.
Yeah, so like I said, I was really excited when I saw that on the news because I thought that was really interesting. But anyway, besides that, we got the rain we need, and that's something that we need today was the rain. Because we were so low in water right now in Connecticut. Now, by the way, what's the weather going to be for the next few days? Okay, that's a good question. Let's look. Right now, currently it's 17 degrees. It's raining outside.
Getting tired. It's time to wrap it up.
Monday will be a high of 18. Wednesday, 40% chance of rain, a high of 21. Thursday, sunny, a high of 24. Friday, sunny, a high of 24. That's when I get my hair done. And we have the afternoon show. Saturday, high of 26 and sunny. Sunday, a high of 26 and cloudy. Monday, 24 and cloudy. Tuesday, 60% chance of rain, high of 23. Wednesday, 40% chance of rain, high of 24.
Right, far enough. I mean, yeah. We don't need to go the whole week.
And Thursday, 40% chance of rain, high of 23. So
weather changes every 2 days. You don't need to read 10 ahead, Michelle. Yeah. Weather never stays the same. Yeah.
So we got.
Oh, there's another one.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, Michelle's getting tired, or your brain needs some oxygen. Why don't you go open the windows a little bit, Michelle? Get the fan going.
Well, one of the things I remember what my ex-boyfriend would do is he would be outside in the rain, stark buck naked, dancing around in the rain.
Sounds like a mental case.
Celebrating the power of the rain. Yeah. It would be. I don't think those kind of games are meant to be played alone. I mean, that would be kind of weird to play the game by yourself. I don't know how you would play the Magic the Gathering by yourself. It's called a gathering. You figure it out. Oh, by the way, Asmongold Gold got into trouble with Blizzard, saying he wasn't doing enough battlegrounds. Like, what the heck? Why would you suspend somebody for not doing enough battlegrounds? I mean, I don't do battlegrounds in Burning Crusade. So why would you try to say that because you didn't do enough battlegrounds, you should be suspended from the game? Or was it because of AFK? I heard that mentioned too, away from keyboard. I just had a quiche. Okay. If you have someone to play against. Well, and the thing is that why would Blizzard? Okay, if it's AFK, where basically you're away from the keyboard during the middle of a dungeon or a battleground, I guess they could kind of see where you'd be considered a deserter.
Let's get you some coffee, Michelle. You got some coffee this morning? Something to drink?
Yes, I had coffee this morning.
Yeah, let's have a sip of that. Seems like you need it. Let's have a quick drink here. I'll drink mine too. Here.
Anyway, coffee's coffee. Unless it's
sounds
decaf,
like you need some.
And it's no good.
Oh yeah, what's the point of that? It's like drinking non-alcoholic beer.
Why would you drink decaf coffee anyway? You're just drinking flavored water.
Right. Same thing as watered down our non-alcoholic beer. Just flavored water.
I mean,
Listen,
that's a weird thing about that. Why would you want to drink decaffeinated coffee? It's like you're taking away the whole reason for drinking coffee in the first place.
I think a lot of diabetics drink decaf too.
I think I'm gonna have to consider calling in another order for Instacart in a couple days, buy another gallon of milk. Because you see, there's a local dairy in their area called Hood. They have this really, really good regular whole milk. It is like super awesome tasty, and it's like addicting because it's like it's whole milk, but it tastes really good. Whole milk. And it's the same number of calories as the standard store brand, 150 calories. Right, so they're going to waste their money drinking flavored water. So why drink coffee at all? That's a good question, right? Coffee's okay. I drink enough of it every morning.
there you go. It's snuck in there.
It's hot. They like to taste coffee, I guess.
Well, I drink it cold because I just make instant coffee, put in 2 saccharides, some milk, and then basically mix it with water, and that's it.
Ugh.
How do you think Tiger Kitty drinks her coffee? Black? Like
She
a
doesn't.
man?
She says she drinks decaffeinated tea.
Oh,
You're right.
okay.
You're right. Caffeine is a diuretic, so which means you need to compensate by drinking extra water to keep your salts and your pee down level down. Yeah. Well, this is about the only coffee I drink pretty much all day is the morning. Although yesterday I did have 3 of them. That's 3 of these cups of coffee all day long. That's instant Folgers classic roast coffee. Yeah. So I got so much.
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, my old bra strap snapped on my bra. I had to stitch it back in place. But I realized I need to order some new bras anyway, so I ordered 2 new bras on Walmart.com.
There you go.
As well as 50 razor blades for shaving the legs and my pubes and everything else.
Your face. Yeah.
That'll last me about a year. So.
Yeah, we got to keep it trimmed down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like going down on a tumbleweed.
Because you don't want to have too much unnecessary salts down there.
Salts?
Why? From your pee. You don't want.
I
have
usually don't piss
salt
on my
buildup.
pubes when I take a piss, Michelle. Yeah, I usually don't piss all over myself when I take
right,
a piss.
you have a garden hose. I don't, so.
You got a little hose, not a garden hose. It's a small hose.
It's rare to find an American drinking instant coffee. That's not necessarily that rare. There's a few others that do it. Like I said, it's conveniently easy for me because I don't have to put a kettle on to perk it. Because I use my same pot that I use for my hot water for my tea. I use for my coffee. If I make hot coffee, because it's a coffee pot. which is stovetop percolator, which is good coffee if you catch it right and time it right. But sometimes I just want to basically just have coffee without going through all the aggravation of trying to rinse out the pot, put coffee into the basket, fill it with water, put the coffee pot back together, put it back on my stove on high because it's an electric hob, and then wait for that coffee to get done brewing. Usually by about 10 minutes in, 12 minutes in, it's at a light level of color, texture, and smell. Turn that hob off. Basically, let it cool. Make a couple cups because I only have a 12-cup percolator, and then rinse that out, clean it out, get it ready for next time. Because I often use the same pot to make hot water for tea, so I can't leave coffee in that thing indefinitely because I use it for water for tea. So that's what we started doing instant coffee was because, well, I can use the same kettle to make hot water for my oatmeal and things like that. And then when I want to have my morning oatmeal, I can have my morning hot coffee if I want. Same way. Just putting 1 big tablespoon of instant coffee grounds into the 16-ounce cup. Throw 2 packets of saccharin. Throw in about 4 ounces of milk. Was it 4 ounces? I'd say 4 ounces is about right. Maybe a little bit less than 4, but not by much. And then basically pour the water, hot or cold, over it. Stir, and be all set for the time being. So, it's a lot of steps.
Bullshit, 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 bullshit.
Sorry, Michelle. Tourette's is going off.
Yeah. Unless you do what Zombies does. Aim his fire hose towards the ceiling. God.
Is that someone you watch, Michelle?
No, I could just visualize what someone was talking about that. Like, why would you want to do that on YouTube?
He needs attention. He wants to be relevant. He's got no one, probably. So yeah.
What about Cyrex though?
He's
Cyrex.
mental. So he's a mental case.
Do you think Cyrex and Zombies should do a collaboration together?
Yeah.
Sure. I still wouldn't watch it, but why not?
Please, don't think you, Tiger Kitty. I'm not interested in drip coffee. I hate drip coffee. It's disgusting. It's not potent. It's not strong enough for me.
Well, clearly you're.
I like my coffee strong enough that makes your hair stand on end.
And yet you're still yawning.
Yeah.
Go figure.
Well, the weather could be part of it too, considering it's still raining out here.
Boring, Michelle. It's not the weather. You yawn every single day, so it can't be the weather. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that'd be interesting to see what the two would do together. What would they do for a collaboration? What kind of activity do you think Zombies and Cyrex would do for collaboration?
Probably suck each other's cocks and a lot of gay shit. Probably. They're both very lonely people who haven't had a woman in a very long time.
Maybe spraying each other with each other's, from their fire hoses.
There you go. Probably. The smell would just be atrocious.
That's pee. We haven't even talked about poo. I wonder what... Don't go there.
Yeah.
Just, that'd be really weird. So, I don't know. There's this weird stuff going on.
Oh, you think she's gonna work now? see.
So Minnie Manson going to be going to Twitch now?
Who knows? Did you watch them to begin with, Michelle? I mean, did you watch Minnie Manson?
The only one she was on my channel. I didn't even know of her before that.
Of course. Of course. Who knows?
So,
Yeah.
what's
we
this?
got up for the day.
So tell me a little bit more about this Keffels. I understand that's independent of the Kiwi Farms. What does her channel normally cover anyway for content?
Who knows? I have no idea who that person even is. Not quite sure.
Well, Botters know who she is, but Botter says she doesn't seem significant to Botter. Despite the fact that she seems to be a very active influencer on Twitch.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I've never watched them.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing wrong with instant coffee.
Sure.
I mean, I'll still drink tea on occasion too, but so I think what I'm gonna do today, or maybe I don't have to do it today, but definitely I'm gonna do it Friday. So I might just do it Thursday. Is I'm gonna go ahead and call in another milk run for Instacart to get some more of the milk. And let me get another couple boxes of cereal, too. Of course, I can hear Ed go, but I thought you already had milk. I did. So why are you ordering my milk? Because we're running out. Well, you just bought that milk. I know you just bought You gotta get some more frozen pizzas? I don't know. How many we have left? I think none. You think you should eat both of them? Okay. I think you're right. I think I ate both boxes of pizza. Okay. Is it boring this to tears? Yes, Cummings has milk, but it's not bad milk. I drink it a lot, plenty of times. It's good milk. Does that have his own milk? No. We buy one milk for the house. And even though he says he doesn't eat breakfast, he doesn't eat cereal, he certainly does. Well, the wreath I had, but I ate 2 frozen pizzas.
Oh, God. I'm trying to get some more water.
The last few days was because it was raining. I didn't want to go. Boring this to tears. Hold on a minute. So, Krista says, Michelle, if you want on Friday, I can bring you to go get milk. Don't spend the fee. Just go down to the...
Oh, there you go. Crystal will take you to get some milk.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that Friday. Because you're coming here on Friday, aren't you? Yeah, she's coming this week on Friday. Okay, we can do that. Yeah, that's fine. I think we'll have enough milk for the house until then. Because, I mean, we can go down to Stop and Shop and see if they have any milk in stock. Or we can go to Cumberland Farms. The milk's fine, too. Buy 2 gallons of milk, because we know we're going to drink it up.
Yeah, you don't think you could drink a gallon of milk, Michelle, in one sitting? I mean, you said yourself you love that milk.
I don't think I could do it in one sitting, no.
Oh, not even for $50?
No.
Oh, okay.
One thing I don't see Hood doesn't sell, as far as I know, is they don't sell chocolate milk.
Oh yeah.
I wonder what that would taste like. If that's anything like Erusus Farms milk from Litchfield, that would be like insane. That stuff is delicious. Someday, Krista, you and I gotta go down to Erususa. I can't pronounce this local dairy. And they have this most awesome chocolate milk. And they have a store in Litchfield, Bantam area. And their milk is like totally beyond delicious. I don't know about the white milk. The white milk was good, but it's the chocolate milk I'm talking about.
Did you drink a gallon of that in one sitting?
Not chocolate milk. No.
Okay.
I can't. I drink a half gallons though, but but because it's got sugar in it, it causes me to have an A1C spike, which is not good. So,
what's that do to you when that happens? You get all dizzy?
Anytime, no, not dizzy, just tired.
Oh, even more tired. Yeah, that's the last thing you need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't do one on live. If that's what you mean.
Good excuse, Michelle. I guess. We'll get some more coffee.
Well, Andrew, let's see. Can you drink a gallon of milk? I like to see if other people can do the same thing. Yeah. It is good. It's delicious. Absolutely. I definitely would probably buy a gallon size of that. I think that their weight milk's also pretty good too. But how much is the delivery charge going to be to go down there? Because I've got to pay for gas, so.
Does Krista just never take it for free, Michelle? Do you always pay gas money to Krista?
Yes, I do.
Oh, that's
and
fucked
she can
up.
verify that I always pay.
Oh, yeah, that's fucked up. She just don't take it for free? I mean, she always demands gas money from you? She won't just do it for free?
No, I always have to pay. Well, I'd like to see you do that on your stream, Andrew. Really. I'd love to see you try it on your stream. Or on a video, anyway.
Well, we'd love to see you try. Michelle, why don't you try it?
I've drunk in half gallons of whole milk before, but I never drank whole gallons.
I'm sure you could try it. I'm sure you
Michelle and Chad. Who's Chad? Michelle and Chat. Good morning, Michelle. If you want to buy 2 gallons of milk at one time, it's okay, but the refrigerator must be at 36 degrees. I always do. Yeah, it's always done there. I maintain my refrigerator Board of Health requirements for the refrigerator compartment is at 5 degrees Celsius as per Board of Health specifications. My freezer doesn't quite get down to the recommendations of minus 27, but gets down to minus 10 for my freezer. So, let's get Craig on the panel. Does their store take food stamps? I don't see why not. That's a food item. I wonder if they make ice cream too. Oh, that'd be interesting. Do you know if they make ice cream too? Because I I personally have never checked to see if they make ice cream as well. But I wouldn't be surprised if they do make an awesome ice cream. So, how do you pronounce that farm's name? Because I always mess it up when I try to pronounce it.
Kiwi Farbs.
No, not that. Aresusa Farms. I never pronounce it right.
It's pronounced Kiwi.
Let's take a quick look at something here. Let's see. Let's see. A-R-A... Litchfield.
You beat on me.
Okay. It's Arethusa Farm in Litchfield, Connecticut, dairy and restaurants. Alright, so here we go. Let's pull this up. This is local business. I want to present some local business promotions here for these people. Because they've donated to the soup kitchen many times, and they should give some kudos to them because they make an awesome product. This is how you they also have a restaurant too. I did not know that. This is how you spell Arethusa, or is Arethusa? Arethusa. I mean, maybe the H is silent. Maybe it's Arethusa. Dairy, restaurant, cafe. Wow, they have a dairy too, right? Let's see, what kind of stuff do you got? Processing plant. Shows the local processing plant. It shows the chocolate milk we're talking about here. Showing them putting the labels on it. Products. Our milk is gently pasteurized to retain as much of its natural flavor as possible without taking on the cooked flavors of ultra-pasteurized supermarket milk. Ice cream. Yes, they do have ice cream. Only handcrafted care and attention to detail. So, wholesale. Available for your store. Mint chocolate, mint chip, vanilla, strawberry, coffee, sweet cream, chocolate chip, chocolate almond with toasted coconut. Specialty year-round, but may be substituted in the case for other flavors. Coconut, dark chocolate, chunks, pistachio, and butter pecan. Seasonal. Cherry with dark chocolate chunks, peach, raspberry, cranberry with dark chocolate chunks, maple walnuts, rum raisin, pumpkin with ginger molasses cookies, peppermint.
That's the impression she likes to give, kind of.
That's slick, man. Wow. Now, so they obviously have their local dairy that focuses on local products. Oh, wow. How to come back here again? All right, well, we're doing pretty good. 1,246. Cool. All right. So, let's go take a look at... Let's see. Can I go back to the... Let's go back to the other thing. I didn't even know they had a restaurant. That's the milk plant right there. That's the dairy products. They have their store. They sell the products. I don't know if they have an EBT Snap card, though. But let's see. They have a cafe and restaurant. Let's see. Cafe. Arethusa and and Bantam, Connecticut. So that's the cafe right there. Wow. So I wonder if they take EBT snap cards there, because I got so much EBT. I really kind of wonder. They also have a restaurant apparently. Well, so where's that? Sloading. Dairy and seed to table erythema al tavolo in Bantam, Connecticut. So they got a full restaurant too. That's kind of cool. They started out as a dairy originally, and then they expanded into these other things. That is totally. Do they sell cheese? Do they sell cheese? Do you know what? That's a great question.
I feel that none of these foods fit into your nutrition plan, Michelle. I don't even know why we're looking at these.
Oh no, I'm curious. Do they sell cheese too? Well, let's see. Dairy products. Let's go take a look at this. It's the processing plant.
What was your nutritionist say? If they saw you
Ice
looking at all
cream.
this,
They do sell cheese.
They'd be disgusted.
They began making cheese in 2011. And today we make and mature 9 aged cheeses that span a wide variety of styles. Holy! And big cheese wheels. Warren Williams cheeses. Artisan cheese made in Bantam, Connecticut. Wow. Oh, they also make
let's not worry about all that, Michelle. You got to be,
I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, let's get off of this. Don't get hungry. You got to start, save. You got a budget.
I'm getting hungry just looking at that page. I'm looking at soft cheeses, hard cheeses. They have mozzarella. They have
Michelle.
What?
Michelle, I gotta stop you for a second. You missed something really big in the chat that Craig Sr. said.
I haven't listened to the chat yet. Let me get over there. Okay.
Yeah, you might want to look at what Craig Sr. said, Michelle.
He said, Michelle, the reason I don't call you back is because I cannot afford to buy any trains. I know that. Craig.
No. Read the next. Read the next
I told
line.
him that originally, but he's
Keep reading, Michelle.
Keep reading, Michelle.
Okay. He says, I cannot afford to buy any trains now. Things are too tight. Please relay this to him. Thank you. All right. And she says, back and they're done and gone. Got the oven on for some scampi tonight.
Well, she won't take it into consideration.
No. She's not even going to tell him.
So.
You got to call him yourself, man. I keep doing it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I still think that would.
So anyways, the point of the story is the point I was trying to make.
How you doing, Pancake? You doing better today? Last time I talked to you, you weren't feeling too good.
Talking about Pancake?
Yeah.
Yeah. Poor Pancake.
I think he said the J is silent. Angela, I did read Craig's message. He said he can't afford to buy any trains. I got it.
You gotta let Craig. I mean, you gotta let Ed know, Michelle.
Yeah, you're gonna relay that message to Ed, Michelle.
I did tell him already.
Well, hopefully he'll stop buying trains now that he knows nobody's gonna be buying them from him. You get what I'm saying?
Nobody wants Ed's trains. Did you sit down and talk to him about saving up for moving? Have you guys done that yet?
Yeah.
You did?
Let me ask you a question.
No.
Yes, I told him that Kurt can't buy any more stuff right now.
No, Michelle. I said, have you guys sat down and talked about like budgeting for moving? Is Ed putting money away as well?
No, not Ed. No, he's
No. So to move you and Ed, it's going to be on just you. It's just going to be all on you. Ed's not going to contribute to helping the move.
Pretty
He gets a
much
free
would be
move?
just me, because he's not doing anything to help better himself. Really not.
So he's okay. So you're going to move Ed for free, just both of you guys.
Now, don't
Wherever you go,
forget,
Ed's going to go.
don't forget, we have a live stream on Friday afternoon
Okay.
at 3 o'clock.
And they just didn't want to.
Michelle,
Okay,
it's Tuesday.
but remember, I got a hair appointment that same day. So, which means
What color are you doing?
Which means
Michelle, have you ever thought about doing a color? I mean, that really blonde hair is just asking for a color to go on top of that.
what, multicolor hair?
Yeah, could you imagine, Michelle? Like you having like 3 or 4 like rainbow kind of
No, I don't think so.
thing? Well, I mean, do blood elves have just blonde hair? Why don't you try like a fire red?
Well, I kind of got multiple colors in it too, because you can see my hair's growing out.
You can do a fire red?
Originally,
Like
I was gonna do my hair Aaron Eastern's bubblegum pink. Well, I changed my mind.
Oh, you should do that. Oh my God, Michelle, if you were to come back with bubblegum pink hair.
Why don't you switch it up a bit? If you get it dyed every month, you should just get a different color.
Yeah, the thing is, though, with bleached hair, it's kind of porous, so it just would soak in the dye. It's almost hard to get it out of your hair again.
I would love to see what like a 9 times bleached white,
Like a platinum
coloring
white.
Yes, Craig,
would
I know,
look
I
like
got that.
afterwards.
I maintain my refrigerator, as I said earlier.
What about frost gray, Michelle?
I
Like
maintain
ice
my
gray?
refrigerator 5 degrees Celsius or 40 degrees Fahrenheit, and then I maintain the freezer at minus 10 degrees Celsius.
Why do you do it?
Is around the low 20s. Low 20s, yeah, definitely low 20s.
So, what color are you doing, Michelle?
I'm not really doing my hair color, guys.
Ugh.
I'm not okay right now. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, so anyway,
How much beer does that have left, Michelle?
I also
What's the beer supply looking like?
looks like he's got enough, at least into the weekend.
Looks like Michelle's been
Which is
dipping into
why-
it because she's been yawning.
This is why I told
She's
Ed,
drunk.
I said, we gotta get some things in the house that we use every day, and we go through a gallon of milk a week. When he had that stupid 1% milk, nobody was drinking it.
I mean, really? It's because it said 1%?
Yeah, about 1%, nobody drank it.
Milk's pretty much the same milk as milk. I mean, what's
Even
like-
he
Yeah,
didn't
I
use it
used
in
to
his
drink
cereal.
non-fat.
He didn't
What
use
the
it in his
fuck?
food at all. It took us 2 weeks to get rid of that. I'm like, there you go, Ed. That's the reason why, basically, why buy something you're not going to use? That's a waste of money. You like whole milk, too. Whole milk's good for you in moderation. Yeah.
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 So the point of the story was...
By the way, the Arethusa Farms, I think that's pronounced Arethusa Farms, is also using the same kind of late lock containers that Hood uses. So maybe that's why the milk tastes so good. Is because it's not one. It's not ultra pasteurized, and second of all, it's actually protected from excessive light exposure by the dark plastic. Yeah.
So you got hood milk? You're gonna be drinking hood milk now, Michelle?
I don't know. Like I said, I mean, I didn't say I was committing to anything like that.
Sounds expensive, Michelle. I know you went from ordering Instacart milk
The blue is
and
the
paying
full
a
milk.
$40 delivery fee.
So in that case,
Now you think,
if I
what
was
the
in
heck?
Scotland,
Might as well spend it on actual milk.
So basically, what you're saying, Andrew, is for me, I would have to read the label, and make sure I grab the right one. Where it says
I think you should
vitamin
get the
D milk.
non-pasteurized milk. Just go crazy on non-pasteurized milk. Can you get that?
Yeah, you can get that.
Yeah. It's illegal. You know that, right?
I don't know why they would make that illegal, but considering the fact that there's nothing wrong with
a health risk.
unpasteurized milk.
Yeah, it's a health risk.
It's a health risk, Michelle. Shouldn't drink unpasteurized milk.
Well, I don't know. Some people say raw milk is actually good for you. I never had raw milk to my knowledge, but I mean, my family has had dairy and animals in our past farming experience. Apparently, before my father's
when was the
family
last
based
time
the
you
farm.
had breast milk?
So I used to drink whole milk all the time.
When was the last time you had breast milk, Michelle?
Probably when I was very, very young, little wee tot. I wouldn't remember to taste it out anyway.
Have you ever asked Krista for some of hers?
And I still drink soy milk. Oh, I don't mind almond milk. Soy milk itself is okay too. I've had soy milk. It doesn't bother me.
You're going crazy with that milk shit, Michelle.
Milk does your body good. So the American Dairy Association says. I actually do think it's
drink
kind
it
of
like
true.
that.
Why won't you do the gallon challenge then?
Or attempt it.
I have people just give me money anyways.
So maybe Andrew, you think you can drink a gallon of milk, huh? So how about you try it first, and then we'll see how that goes. Because you're physically smaller than me.
Wow.
You're not going to do it anyway, Michelle. You can't tell them to try it first. It's not like you're going to run out and say, oh, Andrew can do it, and maybe I'll try it out. We all know you're not going to try it, Michelle.
Jennifer already did it, Michelle. It's your turn now.
Hi, Jojo. How you doing? Let's get Jojo on. Because Andrew couldn't make it today, so let's see if we can get Jojo on.
Yeah. Andrew and Jojo are the only ones that Michelle really cares about on this show.
I invited him on, but he said he can't because he has things going on.
Like, we come up here and she's like, oh, Andrew and Jojo couldn't make it. These fucking idiots up here aren't good enough. We need some UK people. Is that what it is, Michelle? We're not from the UK, so you don't really give a fuck about us?
Oh, no sound? No, we're modulating 100%.
Yeah. Watch that. Lumi's taking over my ears. I can't hear you.
Yeah, what did you say?
Yeah, well, we got sound.
Yeah.
How you doing, Mojo?
So
anyway,
the point I was trying to make is...
Let's see. Yeah, so I'd like to have, because Andrew is preoccupied right now. He can't do it. Maybe Jojo come on instead.
Michelle, if you copy-paste their name and you put in the chat to join, that makes them join. So try it again.
It doesn't make them join. It just lets them know that I want them to join.
It's like you can't... Michelle, why do you type it, though, when you literally just say, hey, why don't you come on the panel?
You're not muted.
I don't get it.
Michelle, send her the link again. Maybe she
can't see it.
Check
your volume on your computer to make sure you don't have the channel muted. because everybody else hears me just fine.
Put in the chat the link, Michelle. That'll fix it.
If she comes on the chat, sure.
Yeah.
As long as she didn't turn her son on the computer down, which we
Maybe
don't know
post
if
the
she did or not.
donations again as well.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens with that.
What's the donations command, Michelle?
It's donate. It's just exclamation point donate. Like this.
Yes.
Also, there's a dollar sign in your chat, so you can donate with super chat too.
You've got your donate button tied to an alert sound, Michelle. What do you think of that?
When people, well, I don't have it tied into PayPal donate, but I do have it tied into the Streamlabs, I'm sorry, donate. And I think Patreon isn't tied into an alert sound either. Just a super chat, I know definitely works. Yeah, I think super chat works, but the other one doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1246. 1246. So we're doing pretty good right now. Let's see what's the story with analytics. Says here. My phone is licking its hindquarters. Come on. Okay, let's start with the audience. How's the audience doing? Well, we're seeing audience growth. Revenue is up. So far, for the period from September, we made $4.72. Which isn't bad.
You said $4?
$4.72.
Nice.
Create product testings and instructions on how to test YouTube's contact inspiration tool. I have to look at it a little bit.
No.
Read. It's food that might fight blood sugar. That's junk. Don't pass up on this new discovery. Sorry, not interested. So, it looks like there's a new Google Analytics test coming up. I have to find out about that because something about the idea discovery. What do you mean where Eru says farms? Yeah, we need to get there. I think it would be cool to go there because I mean they open a restaurant now too. They got a cafe, they got a restaurant.
What about a water park, Michelle? You ever been to a water park?
Not since 1987. It wasn't bad though. It was in Little Rock, Arkansas. Something around 1987, 88.
Do you need a bikini?
Yeah, I need another swimsuit. I don't have one. I have to get another one.
What was your point about the story? We never got that out.
What's that?
So the point I was trying to make is, Michelle,
What?
you turn on the phones?
We're not turning on the phones. We don't do the phones in the morning show. We're gonna do it at 3 o'clock show on Friday and Saturday. Yeah, we gotta go there, Chris, because I'm gonna. Actually, you know what? I wonder if they actually do take EBT Snap card. I wonder if
Is that
I
about
can
the water
find out.
park?
Oh wait, let me ask that. That's a great question. Let me just search on Google, see if I can find out about there. Because it is a food product. So, okay, it does. Let's see if I can spell it right. Eritet Husa Farms Take EBT Snap. Okay. Locations, dairy, restaurant, cafe. Let's see. It's the press contact. Ice cream. Old fashioned chocolate, more contact. It doesn't say. Pre-order pickup. That's from another store. Okay. It doesn't say if they take EBT Snap or not. But they actually located 560.
Fuck.
Well, let me.
God damn
You
it.
know what? That's a good question. So I should ask them. I got a phone number for the store. I should call them and ask them if they take EBT Snap. I'm curious.
They don't cater to the poor man.
Can you call them on Google Voice? I theoretically
We're
could.
a farm. We don't cater to the poor.
I theoretically I could, but I won't bother with that right now. I'll look them up later. Yeah, because if they take EBT Snap card, you can buy
That's
a
a game
lot
changer.
of good stuff here. Let's see. Let me ask that question here.
Why don't you ask how much a
See all
gallon of milk is,
questions.
Michelle?
Are you still doing tours? Okay. Let's see. I'm a big fan of your little yogurt for several years now. Okay, so Mike. Oh, actually, since let me ask this question. Let's see. Your post will appear publicly with your profile picture. That's fine. All right. Let's see. Do you take EBT Snap for your dairy products? Either.
Man, we don't even know what that is. What is that?
Okay. Do you take EBT Snap for your dairy products? If so, which store? What address? In which? I'm spelling this right. Location do you take them? Okay, so I said, do you take EBT Snap for your dairy products? Yeah. Your question has been posted. Yay! Yeah, I'm actually curious because if they do, I definitely would like to know because
Yay!
so
Let's get some food, guys.
I mean because they're
Do
no,
they,
but
do
let
they
me ask
sell
you a question.
frozen pizza though?
I do
Can
remember.
you ask if they?
I remember some of the discussion some time ago about the raw milk legality and all that stuff. But my question is what is wrong if you want to buy raw milk knowing it's not pasteurized? I actually think it's fine if you know it's not pasteurized milk. You know it's not going to stay as good as long because it does not necessarily have anything that killed the bacteria in the milk. So why not just let people just know it's not pasteurized and basically let them make the decision themselves?
Right, kind of like if you want to drink bleach, just drink bleach.
If that's what you want.
That's what you want.
The point is why is the government trying to intervene and tell you what kind of milk you can drink? I mean, if you want to drink ricotta cheese, now I don't know how you would drink ricotta cheese, but that only if you wanted to drink. Actually, they say the milk from a whale was kind of like ricotta, really thick, heavy, very fatty. Because it has to be, because you're going to make the whale get big fast once the calf is born. But I mean, the point is that if you want to drink whole milk or raw milk, is what's the big deal? As long as you.
I mean, if you want to drink urine, go ahead and drink urine.
You got a pee fetish. Why is that?
Because all the years I've been hearing about how much pee you drink.
I don't drink
You rubbed
pee.
off on him, Michelle.
No, I don't drink pee anyway. All right, guys. It's been a good show. I thought yesterday's show was a little bit better because we covered a lot of topics. But we did say, too, and I'm going to be keeping up with the situation with Kiwi Farms because I got a feeling that just like a zombie, they're going to try to come out of the grave again, and someone's going to have to basically club them back into the ground.
They're already out of the grave, Michelle. They're already back up and running.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're already back up.
I'm
They're
not
already out.
surprised.
They're online.
I'm not.
Don't remind me, guys.
Yeah, they're back.
One day, Michelle, it's going to be on the blockchain, and then nobody will be able to get rid of stuff like that.
Yeah, what I might do is if I was to start a chain, I'd probably call it 16 Chan.
Because that's how old they got to be?
Well, I mean, but then again, I'm wondering if I should start my own channel on Wix. Start your own website on Wix.
Why would you name it 16 Chan?
Because there's already a 4 and 8. I don't even know if there's a 2. 2 Chan, 4 Chan, 8 Chan, 16 Chan, 32 Chan, 64 Chan, 128 Chan, 256 Chan, 512 Chan, 1024 Chan, 4096 Chan, 8192 Chan, 16384 Chan. That's a nerdy thing, right? It's a nerdy thing.
They got all of them at like 16384 Chan.
Yeah.
Better fucking pop, or I'm gonna be hella pissed.
Was that originally named after Christian, I think?
Why doesn't this achievement come up?
4chan? No. No, 4chan
Bullshit,
came
dude.
first. I mean, well, Christian was a person before 4chan existed, but they're not related.
Well, if you're going to have a 2 Chan, you might as well have a 1 Chan. That's true. So it's
I
1,
think you
2,
should start
4,
with
8,
1
16,
Chan, Michelle.
32, 64, 128, 256, 512, 1024, 4096, 16,384, 32,768, which totals up to 65535, which is the value of 16-bit.
Can I report an achievement on Steam if it doesn't come up and I've done it blatantly 1,000 fucking times?
Maybe. I would look in the forums. Somebody else might already.
That's what I've done. I've looked up, I watched the videos, I've done the same shit, and it's like the last one I have from completing them all, and it won't pop.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't fucking get it.
All right, guys. That's it for now. Oh, by the way, soon we're going to be taking the training wheels off of the truck because we have managed to safely drive around without killing it.
Oh, I did. I finally got it.
Oh, yeah, man's just trying to sneak in. Oh, screw that.
Woo! We got it.
All right, guys. So I'll talk to you guys later, okay?
Later.
Enjoy your milk.
Later.
No,
Enjoy your day and your milk, Michelle.
All right. You have a nice day.
You too,
Have a nice
Michelle.
day.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Fuck it easy.
It's
And there we
train day.
go. We are going to be thinking about taking the training wheels off my truck, since we now have managed to learn how to drive without killing each other. Right now, my biggest problem is learning how to back up to drop off trailers to loading docks. That seems to be really hard for me to do for some reason. But we're getting better at it. So that's always good. It's always good. Alright, guys, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay? And don't forget, on Friday and Saturday. Well, Friday and Saturday we have the morning shows at regular times, of course. Tonight on the afternoon show will start at 3 o'clock, but because I get my hair done on Friday afternoon, we probably will be late on Friday of this week. Just to let you guys know that. Yeah. Alright, guys, for now, I'll talk to you later, okay? Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody. This is like a 16-inch grinder. Hope you're hungry, because you're going to be eating a lot of it. No. I don't need them. Why would I want to have to put money
Well,
into
I know you don't need it. Well, because you might want big whoppers.
These
I
are the
don't know.
real deal, baby. These are real.
But you wouldn't want, you've seen Rosie. I mean, they're massive.
I know. I know. But then again, we also see, like, other people that got those things. What happens is after you get to be a certain age, everything sags. And of course, we have the tools of trade, the affane, the counter, the clapper. Let's call the spirits back real quick.
Goal number 1. Versus. Fight.
That's how we take care of those pests.
Ow! Oh, that's gonna hurt. Alright. And thank you very much for watching. Stay out of trouble, guys. I will see you tomorrow morning, normal time. Yep. Okay.